Hello everyone, welcome back to more Magic the Gathering. I thought let's do another try at the Premier Draft Zendikar Rising. I thought some more about the last one we did and what ended up going wrong. And obviously a big part of the problem was running a 3-color deck, and I was trying to think why did we end up doing that? And I think the problem was that I couldn't find enough good cards in just 2 colors. Which I think is because there were a number of people competing for green-white in the draft I was running. Which is a thing that happens. It's a dynamic that I guess appears when you play drafts against real players. But that is, I guess, less of an issue playing simulated computer opponents. I'm not really sure. It seems like the same thing should happen against computers, but I haven't run into it that much. I've more taken 3-color drafts when I find some especially good cards in some other colors that I'm excited to splash a bit for. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what to make of that experience and what adjustments I should make. Was there a time I should have pivoted to clerics or something? I don't know. But I think that's part of what went wrong. The fact that we won even 2 games was they were both very close. I could easily have lost both of them and gone 0-3. So I don't know. I don't think it was my gameplay that was that bad, as I recall. Those 2 games I played pretty well. The ones I lost, I don't remember for sure. But I think they were okay. Anyway, we're going to do another one here. I would really prefer to get at least 3 wins, if that's okay. If I could get 4 wins every time, I'd be totally happy. That's losing 100 gems, which who cares? The problem is that if you don't, if you don't get to at least I think for 3 wins, you're still losing 500 gems, which is pretty outrageous. So what you really want is 4 to play in these. I don't know. Am I an above average Premier draft player? Probably not. So maybe I should not do this. I don't know. But it's nice to play in a draft that I know the cards, I'm sort of familiar with Throne of Eldraine, but not nearly as much as with Zendikar Rising. Just need 1 more player. I mean, it's not too bad. We got 7 players in a minute. I mean, I think we were the 2nd player, and then we got 6 more in a minute, but same thing, more or less. Angel of Destiny. Oh, that is a great card that I have not gotten a chance to draft before. Okay, anything else that I want? Umara Mystic is fun. But Angel of Destiny is this big white... It's 5 mana, and it's just insane. We'll talk more about it when I have time. But it's a big flying double strike thing that instead of dealing damage to the opponent to kill them, you deal damage to your opponent to heal yourself. And if you get up to a high enough life total, you win the game. Relic Axe? Ooh, that actually could be okay. On a thing with double strike, basically. Oh, the Blight Priest is probably better, right? To fit into the Clerics deck. The Gloom Hunter is also a thing because gaining life might be important with the Angel of Destiny. I wonder actually how lifelink works with this. Lifelink. When it... Damage dealt by a creature... Ah, you still deal the damage, but they also gain life to cancel it out. Okay. But I think I'll take this as another separate win condition. They're kind of competing with each other, but you don't always draw them both. So it's kind of nice to have them. More clerics, more blight priests. Okay. I could take another flyer, but meh. Draft is looking good so far, I think. These cards are all not great. Farsight Adept to draw, or just a 1-drop to live for a while, I think is fine. Yeah, having 1-drops is just pretty useful overall. I watched a couple days ago a stream of a player who looked pretty new. He was unfamiliar with a lot of mechanics. But he had this card in his deck, and he did very well in the draft. Oh, it's like a mythic rare. It's not just a rare, right? I think that's what that color means. Yeah, which makes sense. It's like disgusting. This really, I don't know. The thing is, if they kill it, like, well, it's dead. You know, that kind of sucks. But what am I saying? I don't know. Molekir Blood Priest might be a card. Probably is a card, in fact. Yep. It's a cleric that, you know, cares about life. Cares about party, which is not my favorite thing. Here's another cleric. The Expedition Healer might be better. I don't know. This is a flyer. Okay. This Protector makes things indestructible, which is just generally good. We could take Smite the Monstrous, though. This would be nice to like let me attack with this thing with safety, but it actually is. Yeah, I want Smite the Monstrous. I want a removal option. I don't know if I'm going to run it. We'll see. Where are all the packs? They're across the table from me. This is like, you know, we kind of have a win condition eventually, and this might, like, if opponent has one thing that's threatening to kill us, we could, like, get rid of it. Ugh. Ugh. I don't think I would run a Dreadworm. Would I? I don't know. Probably not. I don't think I would take Pressure Point either, probably, but it could do something. It's just like a cantrip, so fine. The Ox is not really very good. Yeah, maybe let's rethink that. My curve is like... it could help me like break through. I don't know if I really need that, but the Paratactician is probably better. It improves my party a bit, and spare supplies. I'll have no more chances to draft spare supplies, I think, so I'll take Dreadworm in case I actually need it. Anyway, it just lets me curve out a little better, and it has some party stuff, which helps a little bit, but not much. I might very well cut this. But if it hits with a Banneret, it's like fine, and I have this other warrior, which is fine, but I probably won't run either. Okay. Oh, we got the flyer after all. Nice. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not that excited to take it because it doesn't really synergize with anything. Ooh, what is this? It's a 1 mana that cares about your party. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to have a full party, but I should be able to have like at least a cleric and maybe a warrior, and this could be like a 1 mana 2/2. Maybe the 1 mana flyer is actually better though. It probably is. Let's just take this. Controls no basic lands. Oh, well, that's never going to happen. Scion of the Swarm. Now there's a card. I don't have that much stuff that actually gains me life. I have like a couple cards. 1 card. But I want... This is a great, like... It can really do a lot sometimes. There's the core Celebrant we wanted. Can't imagine taking anything else here, but let's look around. Mind Drain would be second choice, I guess. Oh, I have a lot of packs waiting for me. Coveted prize could be okay, but let's just take another Blight Priest. Another cleric? What is this? Make something disappear. That's actually probably better than taking another 1-mana flyer. Yeah, let's take that. Just get it out of the way. Get a creature out of the way. Expedition Healer is a cleric with lifelink, but it's not going to get to do much. How much lifelink do I have? I want the healer. I have a lot of Blight Priests already, and I wouldn't mind another, but I need more ways to gain life. Okay, there you go. Wish granted, huh? Look at this guy, 5 packs. Get moving, bucko. How do I can't tell him to hurry up. Not that it's really important that I do so. You guys remember that draft where the guy put down a Scion of the Swarm? It was like in Game 7. I think the only time we've ever been in Game 7. He put down a Scion of the Swarm, and at the end of the turn it was like a 7/7, and by the time he attacked with it, it was like a 15/15 or something. On the next turn, it was like absolutely disgusting, that guy's cleric deck. A ton of celebrants, other stuff gaining life. Create creatures when you gain life, and then like that triggers you to gain life again because of the celebrants. This guy got a lot of life. Hello? I need a pack. I need a pack. Must be something. How does he even have this much time? Alright, anyway, I guess we can start looking at cards to cut while we're here. This is all sort of bad, but I'll take a warrior because we have some cards that care about that, I guess. This is another warrior, but I think it's worse. We're mostly white, aren't we? We're sort of splashing black, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, another banneret. We have some stuff that cares about warriors. I'm not sure what I'm cutting yet. Okay, another flying cleric. Probably better than this. It's just nice to have like so many small creatures that you can curve out a little more comfortably. I could probably cut the paired tactician at this point. Of the options, well, actually Dauntless Unity is probably good. Let's take Subtle Strike. I don't know. I plan to have a small number of creatures fighting at any given time, and this is a bigger impact on them than Dauntless Unity, which is kind of more spread out. Subtle Strike also works like post-combat. If a creature's already damaged, you can just destroy it. But mostly it's the fact that the counter sticks as opposed to just being till end of turn. Blood Price? Yeah, I don't want a rogue very badly. I only have one card that cares about party, I think. I probably don't want another of these, but let's just draft it and decide later. Green, black, not going to take that. Attended Healer is bonkers. That was the card the guy that I was talking about had, that had this this thing and a bunch of core celebrants and life gain. Probably don't need a... Oh my god, a cleric, a relic vial, and a core celebrant. They're both great, but relic vials don't come along every day. I might very well get another core celebrant. This is a cleric's deck. Holy cow. I'm gonna have to like prune it a bit. I have a few cards that are not really pulling their weight, like some flyers that maybe don't do much. But like a draw engine that does a million great things, oh my gosh. My main issue is like, what if my opponents remove all my important cards? I think I have enough important cards that they can't remove all of them. One other issue is that like the Blight Priest kind of works at cross purposes to Angel of Destiny because you don't care that much about taking down their life. But you don't always get Angel of Destiny in time or get it to stick or whatever. And having another way to kill them. Oh, this is another, by the way. is pretty cool. It's like the number of warriors that I have is 4. I'm probably cutting the paired tactician. Oh, Feed the Swarm is great. It's also the only interesting card in my colors besides Disenchant, but this is like even better. And like this flyer doesn't really do anything. Paired Tactician is not that exciting. We might cut some of these guys, I don't know. This party card is not going to be much, but I don't really care how big it is. I just want to gain any life. Every time I can gain any life, I'm happy. So I don't really need party to make that a good card. Another Banneret. I don't really need a finisher like this, I don't think. And since it's a sorcery, not an instant, it's not a very impressive combat trick. Let's take it. No, let's take Disenchant. That's the kind of thing I might consider putting in someday. Whereas the land, I'd rather just have a plains. I don't know. I guess I don't have a landfall deck. There is some argument for Blood Price? No, I think I have plenty of big stuff. I don't really need an Ox either. Just give me the Protector, although I don't much want either. I might put this in, because we care about clerics a little bit. Somewhere in here there's a thing that cares about clerics. And giving a lifelink guy invincible is kind of nice. Indestructible is the word, rather. Relic Axe? Maybe. We'll see. What is this? Oh, this is removal. Okay, sure. It's a land that I can play as removal. Oh, more removal. Okay. I'm pretty happy with how this draft is going. I've gotten a lot of key cards that all work together. It's like the opposite of the last draft, where I got a fair number of... Oh, okay. We just want another Celebrant, right? We don't really need Blood Beckoning. I mean... It would be nice to get Angel of Destiny back if it like gets milled or something, I guess. But I just want more Celebrants. That's also insane. Oh! We get a Blood Beckoning anyway. I don't know if I'm running it, but I don't think I want a second Subtle Strike anyway. So let's take this. Another Celebrant. A Disenchant? A Banneret? I don't think I'm running that or the land. Maybe I should have just taken the land so I have the option, but I just can't imagine myself playing that as a spell. It's more of a red-white card. Blood Price? How are we for colors? We're very white, right? Yeah. We just have a few crucial black cards. And they are quite good, except maybe this one. All the others are great. Okay, we have a draft. Now we have to tidy it up. 9-8 seems right to me. So I was looking at like cutting some of these warriors. I think 6 1-drops is like maybe a bit much, don't you think? What is it that I have that cares about clerics? It's the Relic Vial, right? And also, I guess, the Attended Healer. So that's sort of a reason to cut the Banneret instead of the Kitesail Cleric. And I think the Kitesail Cleric is better anyway. Let's cut this guy. I don't know. I do have this... Where is it? This thing that can be a land. But I'd rather think of it as a spell and only play it as a land if I have to. So I don't want to like cut a land to play it. I still want the full 17. I guess that's another thing to think about. Do I want to run fewer than 17 lands? Not really. My curve is a little bit low, I guess. Maybe it is a bit low. I have 2 5-drops. And only 2 4-drops. Yeah, maybe I do actually want to run fewer lands. So we cut a swamp and put something else back in. Could be a Banneret. But I think like Blood Beckoning might be just a more flexible card. To revivify a win condition. Subtle Strike, I guess, could be maybe even better. I feel like of all the decks I've played, this one cares the least about Seagate Banneret. Just give me another like useful black card here. There's my Subtle Strike. Or I could take a Blood Price. I care very little about life. So this is actually like pretty powerful draw. The question is like, do I need it? It's probably good. Now, do I want to run 9 and 7 and also this? Probably not, right? I should cut a Plains instead of a Swamp. What a weird swamp. This looks more almost like an island. I mean, it's clearly a swamp if you think about it for a minute, but... Is this the basic swamp? Now I'm lost. I think it is, right? But, like, obviously it's a different printing of the basic swamp. Where's the basic, like, arena swamp? It's this one, right? Yeah. Is that the one I was looking at? I don't think it is. I think this is different, right? It's hard when you can't look at both of them at the same time. But yeah, it's totally different. I like this one for some reason. I don't know what this reminds me of. But, well, obviously swamps, right? But for some reason this looks like a swamp to me. Okay. So color-wise, we're still pretty heavily white. But we have a double black card, and I don't know. I mean, we could No, we have this as an extra like pseudo white. I'd rather play it as a spell, but if I have to make it a land, it can be. So that I just don't want to run into any color trouble. And I think if I have an even mix of both, I should be pretty okay. Do I have like too much removal, for example? Is that a possibility? I don't think it is. Oh, I mean, I guess Relic Vial is kind of a draw. But only if I happen to actually get it together with the Attended Healer. Alright, this deck, like, honestly, it looks insane. I could certainly mess it up or find that I've constructed it badly, but I got plenty of good cards. Anything bad that happens to me on this run is totally my fault. How am I on party? Like, pretty bad, but that's okay. Like, this is probably just going to gain 1 life and cost them 1 life, but that's fine. It's still a pretty good card. I could take Subtle Strike instead, I guess. That's the main change I'm thinking of making. But I have so many reasons to want to gain life. For example, suppose I have the Attended Healer down, but I don't yet have a Core Celebrant or whatever. Alright, this deck looks gross. Let's play it. I think, really, of all the decks I've played, this one seems the best. That's not to say I'll get the best results. I'm probably playing against stronger players in the Premier Draft pool. I don't know. Really? 3 swamps? I'm going to mulligan. I don't have anything super important here to keep. Fine. This looks like a good hand. How many did opponent keep, by the way? 7, I think? I don't need a Blood Beckoning for a long time, so... I mean, now I'm getting it never, but whatever. So, I think the order we play this in is... We play the plains and then this. Turn 2, I'm not sure. We either play a swamp face down, or a plains face down, or we play it face up and put this guy down. It depends probably on what I draw. Because it would be nice to get the Core Celebrant into play. Okay, there's another swamp. Great. So I don't have to do anything too crazy to get myself up to 3 mana. Oops, clicked outside the window there. Okay, this is fine. Red, white. So we're going to want some removal. Fortunately, I have some. I think I'll go face. Red, white doesn't like having their stuff removed. And I'd like to get in some damage. Okay, that's a small threat. 2 of them is a bit of a bigger threat. I get to pick 2. Well, I want this one. And probably a Vigilant 2/2 lifelink. I'll hold this back, I think. I don't know, am I even going to be willing to block with it? I don't think I am, actually. Opponent can have a piece of me if they want. With these guys. If you play some trick to buff them up even more, I'll be happy to take the 4 damage rather than lose my Celebrant. Like, whatever that thing is that lets you... The Roiling Regrowth, maybe? No, that's the green one. What's the red one? I don't remember. Okay, we're chipping opponent down pretty quickly. We have almost emptied our hand, which is not great. But I do have a removal spell for if they ever play a big thing. What is this, by the way? Ah, it's the card I have in my hand. Okay. You'd think I'd be more familiar with it. Opponent's having a difficult decision, apparently. I wonder why. Now, one thing I could do that would be pretty aggressive is, suppose opponent does nothing this turn. Whether they do or whether that's likely, I can't say. But I could consider zapping this thing so that I can afford to attack with all my stuff without risking losing it. But I think I'd rather save this for when opponent plays a real threat. They seem to not be around. But I don't think I should really count on that. If they're really not around, then they'll die anyway, right? We'll just take our quiet 1 damage here. And I believe if opponent times that again, it resigns them. There was that one game a while ago in my white, green, black cleric insect deck, I think, where the guy, like, way late in the game just didn't play a turn at all, and he had 3 timeouts left, and it went through all of them. And then they actually got resigned immediately without taking up 2 turns, which is the first time I've ever seen that happen. I guess there's, like, I don't know. It's a mystery. But this game seems to be going pretty well. Opponent hasn't done anything for 2 full turns. Got him? Got him. Okay, well, fair enough. I think we were pretty well winning without needing that help, but man, can you guys believe we have finished a game at only half an hour into the beginning of the draft run? How far we have come. Compared to the Throne of Eldraine draft that I did the other day, right? Where it was an hour to finish the draft, and then like 15 more minutes to play the next game, the first game. The familiarity with the set really speeds things up. Stella Athena. This is a great hand. I have the right color base, a 2, a 3, and my game-ending bomb on 5. Well, hopefully game-ending anyway. Here we are. Opponent kept 7 cards. Okay. Draw me a Kitesail Cleric, by the way, would be my top choice. Swamp, maybe second choice. Alright, that's a fine card. Okay, so we, mill. That's kind of a thing we might have some issues with. Oh, they're playing some good stuff. I don't have any removal yet. Or any creatures that contest the board. I'm getting the tiniest bit worried. But as soon as I can get this down, which is going to be like pretty late actually, I don't know. They might have milled me down too much by then if I'm drawing 4 cards a turn. 5 cards a turn actually. It's like 20 something cards. I'm pretty close to the bottom of my deck by the time I get to play this. Oh no. Yeah, I'm losing this game. I'm behind anyway. Despite what seemed like a pretty great opening, opponent has something much more aggressive going. Wait. I played this? I thought this cost 4 is what happened. Obviously this was a better play. The Celebrant. I missed a bit of damage, I guess, is what I missed. Not life to myself, but damage to the opponent. Okay, so removing this is not actually as great as it looks. Removing that is what I would like to do with this card at some point. That's important. I'm like dead if I don't play this, right? Oh, I'm still dead, huh? Okay, well, that was a match. You know, that's why 5-drops aren't the only cards that matter. Opponent had a really great start. I had a great hand, but just not for that matchup. I needed something to go a little bit more slowly. Wow. What a deck. Or what a hand. Yeah, I mean, 1 life for playing cards in a different order was obviously not saving me. Although it was clearly the right play. I don't know why I thought Core Celebrant costs 4. It seems like it's too good for 3, that's why. This is a great hand. I can't activate Nahiri's Blessing yet, but everything else about it is good. I don't have a 1 or a 2, I guess. Which I would also like. That's a swamp. Ooh, I have this and a... Yeah, that's great. Okay, a cleric face-off. I might want 2 white at some point soon before I want 2 black, so we'll go this way. Oh, that's not a very useful card for you. So we get down the Celebrant, and then next turn the Attended Cleric. And we start filling the board with 1/1s. And doing all manner of other lovely things. We have 2 removal cards for when opponent plays something good. Okay, there's something. It's gonna take me a little while to clear it out, but I can do it. Hello. You wanna be cleric buddies? I guess at the moment, Attended Cleric isn't even doing anything for opponent just yet. Because they don't have any lifelink for it. Okay. Gonna erase my Attended Cleric, makes sense. Whew, Relic Vial as well, huh? I have several options for 3 that all seem pretty reasonable. I think the Relic Vial doesn't do anything yet, so let's not play that. So it's one of my 2 clerics, I guess. Or this, but that doesn't kill anything important yet. I think I want to get started on the opponent's life total. If I play it this way, I gain a life and deal a damage. And then when I play the Celebrant, I gain 2 life and deal 2 damage. So that's 3 of each. So if I play it this way, I gain 2 life. And then I gain 2 life and deal 2 damage. So playing it this way deals 1 more damage to opponent at the expense of 1 less to me. 1 less health. But it also tempts them... I don't know, I think it's fine. There might be some difference in terms of, like, how the opponent chooses to remove stuff, baiting out removal, but I honestly don't even know which one I want them to prefer to kill, so... Oh, I can play this as a land still, got it, but I don't want to. Do I? Maybe I should have. I don't know, I have enough mana. I want to keep this for removal. Probably of the Attended Healer. I would trade these. This is not my only win condition. Okay, but now you can be smitten if I want. It's not my highest priority necessarily, but it's a play I can make. Ooh. It might be a high enough priority, though. Problem is I can't play anything else if I do that. I just hate this Menace 4/3. I don't know. Let's just spend our 4 mana on proactive things. You can get in some damage with this again if you want. And even some healing. I don't like it. Ooh. But you don't want to use that this turn, right? You want to swing and get your lifelink? That's fine. Really? Ah, because if I... Okay. I could block with everything to kill this, and I would lose both of my 1/1s. Do they matter? Like, not really, right? Like this? I think that's okay. If I just block with 2, the opponent uses the Seagate Banneret and gets the kill. This way they get 2 of my creatures and don't have to use the Seagate Banneret, and they get to put lifelink on the Blight Priest, but I actually kill their creature, so I don't know. I didn't have any good options. All right. Let's play a Blood Priest here and prepare to sack it with this when we block. Oh, actually, or I could play this now. Oh, that was the reason I needed more creatures. I see. Maybe I don't use the Relic Vial yet, then. Kinda need a land. Oh, really? Ah, sure, because you had the Banneret available. Okay. Let's block like this and this. Actually, I can do that. Get a little bit less damage coming in. Ah, and then I can use my takedown on this, which is kind of an important thing I have to do at some point. Oh no, I can't. You're gonna buff it. I have to use it here. Or like nowhere. How about that? Okay, I finally got another land. It wasn't the color I was hoping for. And in fact, I like can't play any 2 cards. This is kind of lame. All right, let's smite the 4/4 or the 4/3 rather. I don't know. I don't think things are so dire yet. What if I just play another Celebrant? Keep gaining life. Make opponent commit more to the 4/3. I'm really mad about only having 1 planes. I need so many more. Opponent can actually make this a 5/4 with lifelink. And I assume they will. Oh no, just gonna go for face, huh? You have some big creature to play? Saving it for defense? Removal? What's the plan? I'm excited to hear about it. I discard 2 cards, and then you destroy something. Okay. Okay. I don't really need 2 of these, I don't think. And the takedown is kind of sucking right now. Although it is a land, I'm so stupid. I could have played as a land ages ago. Get rid of both of these? Okay, fine. Is it just so greedy to hang on to these forever? Yeah, I should really be playing this. I don't know. I just like can't bring myself to do it, and I keep forgetting it's a land, and I don't know, all kinds of bad stuff is happening. This is only my 3rd Celebrant, not my 4th, right? I think so. Part of like why I want to keep this is if I can just get a 3rd creature to stick, I can remove this. Okay. It's a little scary. It's a plains, okay. Ugh, but I'm in terrible shape. Does the opponent have lethal? Not yet, but it's real close. Okay, at least it's only a land. Opponent is not, like, pushing for lethal either, which I'm happy about. Not even activating your banneret. That's insane. Trying to stop me from attacking you? In what universe is that happening? I guess it could be like you could respond to some removal spell, maybe? Oh, man. Now I get all the lands. After the situation has spiraled out of control. So, oh boy. 4, 12, 13, 15, I mean. So when I block like this, you're getting in for 6. I'm going to smite this. 10. I'm still dead. What if I got these creatures to die? I can't, right? Yeah. I can tap them. I can tap this to sack them. Okay. I might be alive. I also could have maybe saved Smite the Monstrous for this if I were going to be really greedy. Oh, you have to tap this to sack. Whoops, I'm still dead. Boo! Okay, this deck just doesn't have enough aggressive stuff. And also not enough planes. It turns out, like, that's a problem. I don't know. I mean, I could have played my removal as planes. Am I at 2 losses already? Get out of here. This deck is disgusting. Guaranteed 7 wins. Alright, which... I'm playing a planes way over here somewhere, right? Wasn't one of these? No. I wish you could say add one of these, you know? But you can't. You have to, like, go find it. The UI for this deck building stuff is so stupid. Alright, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to win the next 6 in a row. The deck just is unstoppable. I don't know what happened. Like, just not enough tempo stuff. But it's not like my deck is even all that heavy. Like, look at this hand. It's disgusting. How do I keep losing? Like, if you accept that 1/1s are good and gaining life is good, this hand does a bunch of good stuff. I'm only missing my 2-drop? Like, look at that. I even hit my 2. How on earth could I possibly lose? And yet I said that, like, at least once in a previous game that I lost. So, I don't know. We'll find out. Probably, whether I like it or not. I'm going to hold this back rather than swing with it, I think. I don't know. Yeah. Opponent likes having their party larger, so I could do this, but I don't think trading a 2/2 Vigilant for a 2/1... 2/2 Vigilant lifelink for a 2/1 is really a good idea. Also, it'll help me with like that removal spell I had trouble landing last game, where you have to keep larger creatures, or a larger number of creatures. And I already threatened to like lock this guy down anyway with my Celebrant, so... Doesn't seem like a great idea to do anything too crazy. Let's attack first, I guess. And then I just wanna draw one of my 5-drops. It's not too much to ask, is it? See? Like, honestly, it's not hard to win this game. Attack with Flyer and nothing else? Yeah, that is not addressing the problem. I'm not going to play this right now. I want to activate the lifelink ability, which I think is lethal? I'm not sure. It's close. Yeah, it is. Block with whatever you want. I'll give this lifelink, of course. Oh, why can't I? Is it? Oh, it costs 3. Okay, nice quick game. That's what this deck is supposed to do. I mean, if you draw the Angel of Destiny, it can also win with just the attended cleric, attended healer. I'm sorry, and like Blight Priest and Celebrants. That would be fine too. But that's what I was dreaming of when I first picked that card. It was a pretty lucky draw. But I was still in great shape, even before that. But, I don't know, I was kind of short of cards, and I didn't really have a hand that did, like, advance the win condition very well. I just had a 1/1 flyer. I don't know. Let's think, oh, well, okay. Let's think about cutting the 1/1 flyers, I was going to say. Maybe the bannerets as well. I don't know. They don't really contribute to the win condition, but also they kind of help you not die in the early game, conceivably. I don't know, maybe this deck should just be willing to take on some damage in the early game. I do have a lot of life gain opportunities. Now, if I took these guys out, I could put in more kind of mid-sized stuff that helps in the mid-game. Okay, that's an alright draw. Green. Green-white, probably? It's the most popular green archetype. What the hell does green-blue even play? It plays kicker, that's right. There you go, it's blue. Okay, I mean, they have some powerful tempo kicker stuff, but I'm not sure that's that important to me. Oh, okay, ramp. That should be exciting. That'll help them get their kicker stuff out more quickly. You know, I cut a swamp and replaced it with a plains, and I'm still getting this like 1/3 nonsense. Of course, randomness is randomness. This can happen, but I would sort of prefer it happened less often when my deck is mostly white. Okay, that's something I would love to seal away, to bind up, probably, anyway. Order? Does it matter which one I play first? Probably the Celebrant is better, right? Gaining life is a win condition and also a way to live through the opponent's stuff until I draw my big creatures, maybe? I don't know. They presumably also have a late game plan with running some ramp stuff. And unsurprisingly, it looks like kicker stuff. That's a real good card. Wouldn't mind sealing both of those away. Alright, there's a plains. I will wait on sealing up the 0/5 though, and I think it will be the 0/5 I seal because I can actually block this guy and kill it without too much hassle. Probably. Plus, opponent might draw a more serious threat. Oh, also, this can get up to like a 10-5. If they can cast multiple kick spells in a turn, which I bet they can pretty soon. Yeah, so this 4/4 is really not that big a concern compared to this insane elemental. I would happily trade one of these two for the 4/4, which is possible if opponent attacks. I guess they might buff it with Might of Marasa, but I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Probably not block, huh? How important really is it to kill that thing? Not that important. The 5/5 might actually... Oh, I can play both. Converted mana cost. That's 3, that's 6, that's 2. Huh. I can remove them in kind of any combination that I like. But if I remove these two, I can also get in there for 7 damage, which would be really valuable right now. So I think I should, and I want to do it in the best way. Now, this is also some party stuff, which is nice for you, I guess. But not as important as like a bunch of health, a bunch of life. I'm a little scared this might like into the Royal and then I don't know. What's it called? The yeah, I mean I could be dead. No, opponent doesn't have enough mana to do that. Into the Royal plus a kicked Might of Murasa, I guess would be possible tapping this thing. That could have killed me. It can't anymore. I don't have enough mana to do it all anymore. Well, I'm glad I didn't cut these 1/1s because they've done a great job this game. I just want to draw any non-land, I think. But the good news is, opponent actually, there's a reason opponent's not attacking. Very funny. Which is that if they attack with anything, I can attack with these two, plus 3 creatures. They can only block one of them, and I get in for lethal. Oh yeah, if I'd drawn a creature, that also would be lethal, because I could play it and then swing with everything for at least 3 damage. At least 2, actually, because this is a creature would do 2 damage to them. Broken Wings, maybe? Chilling Trap, okay. Is there any reason I might want 6 mana next turn? I can't think of one. The Attended Cleric you might want 7 mana for, but 6 is no better than 5. Attended Healer. I don't run any... Yeah, I think I'm good here. The Relic Vial you would only need 5 for. So let's bluff a... I don't know what I'm bluffing exactly. If I had a combat trick, I would have killed them with it. If I had a creature, I would have played it. So probably this doesn't bluff much of anything, but you might as well scare them, right? keep them guessing. Ooh. It's a medium-sized trample card. We've had this before. It was our only blue card in the entire deck. In a green-black deck, maybe? Might have even... Yeah, I think it was green-black. Might have been green-white, I suppose. There's no way opponent has enough mana to kill me with this, so I'll just let it go. Oh my god, they do! They have this! No, but you can't kick this. You can kick it. Oh my god, kicked Mighty Marasa is going to kill me, isn't it? I didn't notice they had the mana here and this guy. Oh no. I should have just sacked a Celebrant. I was like, I saw that they had no way to kill me, but actually they do. Okay, that wasn't it. So what does this do? Okay, they're killing the Blight Priest. Interesting. And they're kicking it. So they get to play it twice. They're killing 2 creatures. And getting in for 8? It's kind of scary. There's a lot of colors. Okay. Oh my god, and they got lifelink? When did that happen? Oh, target player gains H life. X life. X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Wow. This is horrible. Didn't they put this in with... Oh, they put the counters back on this thing? 2 of them on, and they put the other 2 here. I see. Oh, man. I'm really in sad shape. I don't think I can go in with my flyers at all. I kind of need them to block. Oh, it was so close. If opponent had, like, I don't know. I mean, I could throw these, like, these 2 and one of these at it. But if opponent has any buff spells, I'm, like, kind of dead regardless, right? So let's just assume they can only get in for 6. No combat tricks at all. Because if they have combat tricks and they just kill my whole board, I'm also dead. So I'd rather not just give them creatures. Okay. Now... this guy kind of is an answer to them, to this. And I think I can start trying to get in chip damage again with Celebrants to block the other creatures. I don't want to trade these. I would love to let this grow. Ooh, okay. Alright, that's bad. You're returning my 6/6, I guess? Well, it's a 6/6 again when I play it anyway, right? So it's not the end of the world. And I throw away... No, it's only a 5/5 because I... Or a 4/4? Yeah, because I only get to have one Celebrant on board. I have to use both of them to block here. Actually, I might be dead. I'm not dead, but I might be dead. I think I am. Oh, this is kicked? Oh, I'm very dead. Well, this is a 1/1. I block here. Yeah, I'm dead. Just to swing with everything. Man. These games are tough. Everything? Not everything. Opponent missing lethal, maybe? This only gets in for 3. Any combat trick wins, of course. Yep, that'll do. Oh, jeez. I was like... one off lethal at some point, right? Man, what a brutal set of games. I stand by this deck being insane. I don't know. I guess that's proof that I'm a bad player, right? What a Timmy. I just love these big giant creatures you can drop. Well, maybe this is more evidence that Premier Draft is just not the place for me. I'm not a good enough player yet. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.